Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisiphote njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. Njengoba uLieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi ubeke ku-ad hoc committee izolo, bambuzile ukuthi njengoba baye bahlangane kwi-BOC, ngiyacabanga ukuthi i-Board of Commissioners, if I'm not mistaken, lapho bebonisana khona njengo-commissioner bama-province ahlukene, usuke khona futhi oyikhanda noma ophethe o-commissioner bonke, u-national commissioner. Kungani engayivezanga i-frustration yakhe kunokuthi enze leya media briefing ayenza ngomhla ka-6 kuJulayi 2025? Wayesephendula-ke ekhipha impendulo yakhe ukuthi laphayana kuyaxoxwa kodwa akugxile ey'ntweni, ngoba uma engasakhulume nge-political killing task team, u-commissioner wase-Northern Cape angeke apay attention, ngoba le nto eyenzekayo ayenzeki e-Northern Cape kodwa yenzeka eKwaZulu Natal. So kufanele akhulume nabantu okufanele akhulume nabo lapho. Uthe esaphendula lapho wayesenza umzekelo ephuza aliveza laphaya kuyo le yangazi i-BOC noma i-PNC, lapho aliveza khona iphuzu kodwa bavota against lona. Manje uyasho ukuthi noma ngathi ubekhulumile lapho bengeke aze athole attention le abekayidinga. I-example yakhe-ke ukhulume ngodaba lalama green bean, sibabiza ngama-green bean, amapanyapanya, labantu abafaka lento ezi-green abalekelelayo, labalekelela amaphoyisa uma kune-strike, kufika bona uma ngabe amaphoyisa eklina lapha eGoli, kakhulukazi eJohannesburg. Uma amaphoyisa efikile bayafika nabo, uma kukhona laba be-immigration basuke ekhona lama green bean, amapanyapanya. Waze wakhuluma ngokusunguleka kwawo ukuthi ngizomcaphuna uzolisholwa yena. Kodwa-ke uPanyaza ukhipha istatement mayelana nalokho. Ngathi uPanyaza imphathanga kahle lento, ubukhipha istatement, sizofunda leso statement. Kodwa ngaphambi bangifunda istatement, angikucaphunela ukuthi utheni uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuze uqonde ukuthi istatement sisukaphi, kungane ephendula kanje uPanyaza. Ngicela ke uzwe la.
Have been tabled in that BOC for noting and some of them for discussion amongst others. But as a provincial commission, we might have an opinion in that meeting, but the majority might vote against you. Let me give you an example of it. Example of it is when the Prim of Gauteng, with a good intention to fight crime in the province of Gauteng, but they started a unit that by law should not exist. The Mapanya that is famous. I raised that at the BOC, and I said, this is illegal. It's against the law. The Premier must be advised. He's got good intentions, but it cannot be done. The law doesn't allow it. The very same senior managers in the police says, no, just leave the Premier alone. We like this proposal. The following BOC, legal services came up with a presentation, and they argued the same thing that I argued. Legal services. They presented that which is done in Gauteng, it's against the law. It should not be allowed. So this was when there was an engagement at the executive authority between the minister and the Premier at the time. But already these members were trained, and they were said to be part of the provincial law enforcement structure. So my argument in the BOC and the support from legal services was not taken serious at the BOC. So they continue with the training. But because legal services had already taken note of it, they went to the minister, said, Minister, you cannot sign this off. It's against the law. Obvious, the Premier Gauteng one was not very pleased when the minister clearly didn't want to sign it. And as a result, to date, that unit, those group of members could not be incorporated into the Police Act as a result. So they are still there in Gauteng. I'm not sure whether they are enforcing the law or what they're doing in Gauteng, but legally they're not supposed to be there. So what I think at the time, which I even said and I sponsored the meeting, is that you cannot then as a province compare yourself with what's happening at municipality. I think
Njengoba umuzwa-ke uGeneral Mkhwanazi ethi ukuba khona kwabo ku-illegal, kuphambene nomthetho. kodwa ngenxa yokuthi bavota labantu, yingakho mhlampe lamapanyapanya angazange abebikho ngesikhathi uGeneral Cele esekuyena osesewuminister abekhona njengoba mhlampe sekusenzo Mchunu. Ezinye zezinto lezi azivezile mayekhuluma laphaya. uPanyaza-ke mayezwa lokhu uphendule kanjena-ke yena. uPanyaza ubhale kanje, "We respect the law. We will always promote inter-government cooperation to ensure we defeat crime." Statement uPanyaza usikhiphe ngomhla ka-9 October 2025 sibhalwe Gauteng Traffic Wardens are legitimate and lawful crime prevention unit. Sifundeka kanje, the Gauteng Provincial Government note the recent allegations concerning the legality of the Gauteng Traffic Wardens, GTWs. These allegations follow a testimony of KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi before the ad hoc committee inquiry into police corruption. The provincial government has no intention of litigating sweeping statements. However, it rejects the assertion that the formation of the traffic warden showed contempt for the rule of law and categorically dismisses the allegation that the Gauteng traffic wardens are an illegal entity. The characterization of the Gauteng crime prevention wardens as illegal misrepresents the fact and ignores the constitutional duty of the province to protect its residents. The traffic wardens are legitimate, legally designated unit, established out of necessity and in the spirit of cooperative governance. In December 2023, the Minister of Justice and Correctional Service at the time, Mr. Ronald Lamola, officially designated the crime prevention warden as peace officers in terms of Section 334 of the Criminal Procedure Act of 1977. This legal designation granted them the same legal status as Gauteng traffic officers. The Gauteng Traffic Wardens initiative was always grounded in the principles of the South African Constitution, which mandates cooperative governance and requires all. The provincial government created the Traffic Wardens program to support and assist the National Police, SAPS, in their duties, not to replace them or interfere with the authority of other government bodies. This was in response to statistics that showed that police to citizen ratio in the province was 1 officer for every 541 residents in a population of about 16 million and growing. To achieve this, the province explored a cooperative policing method that is already used successfully in other parts of the country. This model has allowed other spheres of government to develop policing protocols with the South African Police Service, enabling locally funded policing initiatives to operate legally under SAPS authority and supervision. The Gauteng government had always understood, even at the conceptual stage, that a potential pathway existed despite legal impediments. This pathway was Section 334(1)(a), which empowers the Minister of Justice and Correctional Service to confer peace officer status on any person by virtue of their office, granting them power under the Criminal Procedure Act of any offence or designated class of offence. Policing in South Africa had already demonstrated that decentralized structures with limited powers could coexist with the SAPS. Examples include the provincially funded Western Cape Law Enforcement Advancement Plan, which deploys officers alongside the SAPS, traffic officers in province, and the various metropolitan police services. The Traffic Warden program followed a similar cooperative policing framework. Its mandate was to collaborate with other law enforcement organizations, focusing on townships, informal settlements, and hostels as priority areas. In these areas, the wardens provide visible policing, improve response time, and implement localized crime prevention. strategies. Sona-ke statement lesi esiphuma kuPanyaza ezama ukuveza ukuthi into eshiwo Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi ayilona iqiniso. Lama-wardens njengoba ekhona asemthethweni, they are legally, ukuba khona kwawo kusemthethweni. Uyasho futhi nanokuthi basebenzise yiphi section ngokwe Criminal Procedure Act. Yabe ngithi angikucaphunele le video ukuthi hayibo uPanyaza Lesufi usephendulile, waphendula leya nkulumo kaLieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi ayisho elapha kwi-ad hoc committee. Ngiyacela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani la ku-comment section. Angeke ngixoxele something ongayazi. Uyabona njengoba eshilo uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuthi the intention Panyaza Lesufi were good intentions, and lento yenza ukuthi kube khona abantu abathola imisebenzi njengoba siphila kulezwe lapha abantu bengasebenzi khona. Kodwa mangaxoxela lapha eJozi eJohannesburg CBD, labantu laba abagqoka lento ezigreen bayingxenye yeproblem. Abantu abangenama-ID, laba abangenama-passport, abangama-illegal immigrants, bayababamba bajike ngale ngekhona babanikeze okuncane bahlukane nabo. So lezi inkinga ezenziwa amaphoyisa zokuthatha ibribe bayayenza nabo labo. Yingakho ngithe hayi kodwa inkinga bona bahola imali encane. Yingakho ngithe ngifisa nami ukuba i-politician. Ngiyami nje angikwazi ukubulala uNembeza ukuthi ngingenza kanjani ngoba kunemali extra okwazi ukuyenza nje ngokuba i-politician. Nje usuzule uPanyaza Lesufi uchazile shuthi basemthethweni, bavumelekile ukuba khona njengoba bekhona laphaya besebenza, kodwa nje bayingxenye yeproblem. Lento esikhala ngayo yenziwa i-MPD ne-JMPD yokuthatha ibribe, nabo bayayithatha ibribe. Khuluma ngento engike ngayibona, hhayi engixoxeliwe nengiyizwile, ngike ngayibona. Mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.